Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Yesterday our discussion was something like if market opens somewhere in this range, then we can plan to see if we can get a negative reaction or wait for the supply to get broken. I also told there is one another supply here. There is few other supplies which are left open by the market a lot which are untested. Market opened pretty big gap up today as part of global news. I also told this point very clearly. Now market is showing 22,500 as opening in SGX Nifty. But tomorrow morning anything can happen. It can open even higher or even lower or flat or whatever the case may be. See, certain things I wanted to re-emphasize. Okay. One thing is whenever market opens pretty big gap up, right? Like this. You see the market only at 10:30 and you see what is the price action. One more thing to add on today is a bank holiday, which means banks will not participate much on today's market because they all have holidays, right? So volume will be extremely low, even though it is a gap up market, even though there is a slight positive news that war is temporarily going to stop or it is going to continue, whatever the case may be, we are going to follow charts, right? So from 10:30 perspective, I gave an update to my group members that market can slide down like this. This is what I told. Market has opened here, went up, came down, went up, started to come down. So ideally in a pullback, it can start to slowly come down. But I also told like today is not an ideal day to trade because there is not much of a volume and also there is not much of a momentum in the market. Volume was extremely low. I don't generally check volumes when it comes to SMC's concepts, but being a news based market and being a holiday for banks, we still need to check all these factors to make sure whether your criteria to enter into a trade at least satisfies or not. Today, none of the criteria is met. See, you can eventually take a trade, right? What you can think about is like market opened here, right? And market went up, came down, and market went up again and gave a break of structure. And eventually, this becomes your supply. So, market taps into the supply and started to give down. This is one move which you could have captured if you knew SMC concepts. A tap here, you could capture this move. This is not a small move. Understand, again and again I'm saying this is not a small move from 22 900 all the way till 22 600. This is 250 to 280 points move. This is not possible to capture. Reason being volume was low and momentum was very small, and only these three candles gave a good momentum. If you take rest of the other candles, there was not much momentum at all today. One point I told very clearly yesterday, there are days where you need to understand whether you need to trade extensively or whether you need to avoid trading or whether you should trade in one lot. All these concepts will come as part of experience. Okay, so having said that, let's move on to a little bit higher time frame ones and let's check the chart there. So from 1 hour perspective, market is still in negative and we have hunted this supply. We did not give a closure above the opening, meaning market opened 1 hour. In 1 hour candle, first candle was a doji. After that, if the high was broken, then we could have easily rallied up, but high was not broken and market started to slide down. So tomorrow the trade becomes simple if market opens somewhere in this range. So this becomes your supply. So eventually if market opens gap up tomorrow or opens flat and goes up here, then we can see the market come down till this particular range. This is one trade. If this does not happen and if market gives a good momentum move like this and pierces today's high, or even more precisely saying 23,000 level, till 23,000 I am not interested in call at all because I need a strong closures above 23,000 level, which will make sure that this structure gets changed to positive in 1 hour time frame also. The moment we see closures like this, only then I'm interested in call. So My ideal to best case scenario is market opening slightly gap up somewhere around 22,800ish range, or opening flat and going up till 22,800 and facing rejections there. So SL for all put positions will be 22,900, not more than that. So keeping 22,900 as SL, I'll try to short the market at least targeting today's low or extended targets till previous sessions closing. That is where market can eventually rally down. So thank you so much for watching. We'll meet in the next education video.